Hello, welcome back. Today I'm doing Finish It Friday. We're working out of Seasons by Hannah Carlzon. It's kind of a continuation of my working on my whips Wednesday. This was a challenge given to me by my 16-year-old niece. She picked the book, she picked the pages. It is a 2-page spread, and she gave me some parameters to go by. Those parameters are: animals are to be psychedelic, mushrooms, some can glow under a black light, or be pastel. Crystals have waves and are very dark in color, and the background can be whatever I want it to be. So I took those parameters and went to town. Right now I'm just finishing off some mushrooms. I went the pastel route with the mushrooms. And there's some of the berries. And we're going to zoom out and we're going to get the full finished effect. There's those parameters again. And there's all of the markers, pens, and paint pens that I used to accomplish that lovely craziness right there. It took me, like I said, about a week and a half to do this. And I didn't really color much other than this, and I color just about every day, at least an hour, half hour on this to get it where it is. So I'm going to go through and tell you all the things that I use. So on the frogs, I started with a super tip base, and then I went in with black and gray jelly roll glaze. I did the spots black and then did the shadowing with the gray. The red there is in the eyes, and the green is the outlines. So those 3 frogs have all those things in there. There's also red and black jelly roll glaze in the eyes, which I forgot to put in there. I used the Jeff Neub paint marker pen in gold for all the crowns. There's also red jelly roll glaze, or jelly roll neon in the crowns, in the jewels per se. Then all the mushrooms are different variations of these colors all over the place. So paint pens, jelly roll glaze, all outlined with jelly roll white. So those 2 kind of smaller ones in the middle there, they are mostly jelly roll glaze. And then in the ones in the corners, the bottom corners, those have a darker glaze where the glaze is at. Like I said, I outlined all of them with a jelly roll white. Then flowers, different pinks and purples. I based those with the super tips. Used the R2 Blast for the darker parts in the middle. And then on the ends of those, I put the glitter pen. Kind of did the same thing in the berries. They're a little bit different, but mostly the same. And then I outlined with the jelly roll neon. And the middle part's outlined with jelly roll white. So then the crystals and gems that were supposed to be dark and swirly, I based them with the different colored glitter markers from Dollar Tree, and then I used a black glitter pen to kind of go through and make them even more swirly, and then I did a little bit of black outline with the paint pen, acrylic paint pen, and then I did a little bit of gray outline with the glitter paint pen, and then I put some shaved ice. It's kind of a glittery type situation on some of that to give it a little more dimension as well. So all the orange is based in Super Tips and outlined in Jelly Roll Neon. The brown glaze is down on the bottom and up in the snail, the spots on the snail. So I used the black paint pen and those two Jelly Roll Neon pens on that spider there on that leaf. That super tip was used for the, I'm going to say, sand and the body of the snail. And then these greens I just did like I did with the mushrooms, just varying where the colors are to do the different kinds of leaves. And then I outlined all those in black. The grasses on the bottom are all done with that Jelly Roll glaze. And then the whole background is done in that Fly Sea Chrome pen. I had to do 3 layers to get it that shiny. I could have done another. It's still not perfectly even, but I think it turned out pretty shiny. So I used one whole paint pen and then part of another to get it there. Like I said, it was 3 layers over that whole background. It's pretty shiny, actually. I'm hoping that I'm able to get that across in showing you on this video. I also see some of the other shiny little things like the glaze and the glitter in those crystals. This was a fantastic challenge. I had a great time. She also wanted it to glow in the dark, so here it is under a black light. Psychedelic frogs. I hope that she considers those psychedelic frogs. I was really surprised at how much it did glow on this, even though it's not glowing quite as brightly as the neon stuff. A lot of the mushroom stuff glows, and I am really, really digging the outcome. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.